Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Jimmy and I'm going to be doing a collective tarot reading for everyone today. So please remember that everything is not going to resonate with everyone. Take what's for you and boop, leave the rest, okay? Also remember that these messages are timeless. So whenever you come across the message, that is when you are supposed to come across the message, right? All right, as usual, I am starting off with what's the tea. Please feel free to like, comment, share, shoot me a subscribe. That would be awesome too. Also, check out my TikTok page of the same name, Yamaya S. So let's see. Let's see what we got. I didn't get a pre-shuffle, so no cards. Wanted to talk to me in a pre-shuffle. I've already meditated, cleansed the space, so let's see what we got. I have my window open and it feels so good, this cool breeze. Usually I'm cold, so. All right, last one. Okay. Creeping. Every time I get this card, I kind of giggle because, what? Love triangle. Third party, multiple lovers, choices. So when I first saw the creeping card, I was thinking creeping as in stalking, checking you out, like all in your business. But then when I pull the love triangle card, I feel like creeping is like the slang term for cheating. Okay, so reflecting. And inside scoop, a closer look, nosy, up in your business. Okay, so what I got so far is I have two different paths, right? So first I have the creeping as in creeping and inside scoop together. Somebody is like looking you up, you know, trying to get information about you, all up in your business for whatever reason, right? Excuse me. Then the love triangle, it could be that you are being put in a third party situation. However, what I'm getting is the inside scoop and the creeping is referring to the person that your person is with. So if your person has a lot of, you know, other people on their roster, then I feel like, oh, wait, I'm getting undressed here. Okay. I feel like one of those people is checking you out on your social media, looking at you, trying to figure out what you have that makes them their person, keep coming back, following up with you. I'm not sure why following up came to me, but that's what it said. Okay. Actually, what's on the bottom of what's the tea? Because I'm nosy. Creativity steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. Right? So I got this card a few days ago, I believe, in another reading, and it's kind of very similar energy that I'm feeling. So the love triangle, like I said, I feel like it's someone's person's person. Excuse me. You may not know that they have another person. You just think, you know, y'all are one. However, it's multiple. I heard 3 or more. So with the creativity card being on the bottom of the deck, I feel like this stealing your idea, copies your work, I feel like duplicates is what I'm getting off of here. Duplicates. This person's person, your person's person is looking at you, trying to copy what you do in hopes of their person not wanting to deal with you. Like, I'm that person. I have all of those attributes, so you should just be here with me, type of thing. Clout hungry is under that. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up. Okay. Under that is into you, good chemistry, great vibes, positivity. I feel like the into you is you, whoever I'm speaking to. I feel like you are very much into your person. You guys have great chemistry, good vibes, a lot of positivity. And I don't feel like you know that your person has multiple other things going on with other people. And then under that says photo proof, getting evidence. Okay. So, yeah, that person has a lot going on in their life. A lot. And it is somebody that is really trying to figure out what draws their person to you. Meanwhile, you just over here eating your fruit, meditating, praying, relaxing. You're not worried about anybody else because you guys have such good chemistry. You don't feel like there could be another person. I feel like you guys spend a lot of time together. I just got that your person has been doing this love hexagon, this love hexagon for a very long time, right? And I feel like they have kind of mastered being able to keep stuff under wraps. Last one. Excuse me about constantly clearing my throat. I was yelling yesterday, so my throat is kind of raspy. Oh, I should make me some tea. Wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. I'm telling you, this person is pulling out, get that glare off, pulling out all the stops. You guys are going on dates. You guys are taking pictures. You guys are doing a lot of lovey-dovey things out in the open. Maybe this person has an understanding with the other people that this is how I am, this is what I'm gonna do. However, I feel like when they met you, they knew you wasn't gonna play that. So I don't think they told you. I don't think you have any idea the real type of person your person is. Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, us against the world, dedicated partnership. I'm telling you, this is how you feel. This is how this person makes you feel. Like, we got this. Like, we locked in. They locked in with a lot of people. Okay, so again, when I laugh about a serious issue, it's not laughing at the situation or laughing at you. It is a nervous giggle because what the hell? Like, they have had years to perfect their craft, and I feel like they are very good at it. They're very good at making people feel comfortable and let that guard down. And once that guard is down, boom, welcome to death row. Like you're not going nowhere now because now you really like me. But I forgot to tell you, I got 7 other chicks over here on the side. I got 7 other dudes over here on the side. I'm not sure why I keep saying 7. Maybe the number 7 is significant in some way, shape, fashion, or form. 7 is also the month of July. Maybe that person was born in July. Maybe who I'm speaking to, you were born in July. Love bombing, overly attentive, showered with affection for personal gain. So possibly this person is love bombing you so you can feel comfortable, feel safe. And then after that, that's when they're gonna spring the shenanigans on you. They're funny. I'm telling you, you guys are outside. Even though it's cold, You guys are going to dinner, brunches, lunches, going to, I saw rock climbing. You guys are doing a bunch of things that would make you feel comfortable in this relationship, this, you know, partnership. And they appear to be dedicated to what you guys have going on. But I feel like it's a facade. I feel like they do care about you. Okay, that's what I heard. I feel like they do care about you. I feel like they care about everybody. Everybody that they talk to or they deal with. I feel like they care about everyone. And maybe each person gives them something different. Which is fine. You know, if that is how you want to live your life, do your thing, right? But I feel like you need to be honest with all parties involved. Some people, you can't have some people in the dark about you having other people, right? Whoa. Karmics. Okay. Karmics. Third parties. Again. Haters. Lessons learned. I feel like, let me get that clear off. I feel like once everything comes out into the open, I feel like you are going to learn a huge lesson that everything might not be as it seems. And I feel like also that something is kind of gnawing at you. Even though everything seems good, I feel like something is kind of bothering you. Like your intuition is like, But I feel like you are also brushing it off because you try not to let your past relationships that didn't work out or traumatic experiences in those relationships, you try not to let those dictate how you move forward. And I understand that. However, intuition is a thing. Graduation day, leveling up, lessons learned again, acquired wisdom. So there's 2 third party and there's 2 lesson learned. And these lesson learned cards came out back to back. So, okay, so what I'm getting is maybe in the relationship prior to this one, you felt safe. You felt loved. You felt nurtured. You felt, excuse me, you felt like y'all was Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, right? And then you found out that they were doing other things. So now you are in this new relationship and you're trying not to let that past lesson that you learned affect this new one, but something is bothering you about it. What's on the bottom? Lust, greed, bareback, inconsiderate. Okay. So with that, I feel like you are in a relationship with this person, right? You are solid. You are only dealing with this person, right? What I got from the Lust card was that they're dealing with you and multiple other people, right? Love triangle, love hexagon, octagon, all of that, right? However, I feel that they are having sex with everybody. And I feel like protection is not always used, right? So with that being said, whoever I'm speaking to, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Even if you're feeling this person, you know, whatever, use protection. And if you want to like make a day out of going to the, you know, the doctor's office, suggest it, because they dipping their toe in a lot of ponds. What? That's what I heard. They dipping their toe in a lot of ponds. Whatever. Repo is under that. Default on payments. financially incapable, repossessed assets. Under that is turned party animals, sex, drugs, and alcohol, surface pleasures. Okay. So this person is living you down right. But in their spare time, they are not paying their bills. Okay. Maybe all of this money and all of these things that you guys are doing is money that they supposed to be using on their bills. But they're trying to get you on that roster, show you the finer things. Whole time, it's not that. And then turn party animal, sex, drugs, alcohol, bullshit. Like, protect yourself. Please protect yourself. This third party is, we're gonna wrap it up in here. I'm hearing these sirens. Don't let your past, hinder you moving forward. But also don't ignore signs. Don't ignore feelings, intuitions. Those things are real. Like, people will say, oh, you're just being paranoid. And sometimes that may be the case. But I feel like something is like gnawing at you because your spidey senses is sensing the same thing from the last relationship. So I used to be a lot bigger when I first bought these pants, like 50 pounds bigger. And so now it just keeps like sliding off. But it's really cute. I had some little errands to run today, so I threw on it's like a tannish trench coat. And I look so cute. Trying to do something different. Like I said, try not to do graphic tees every time I do a reading. But sometimes it's just a graphic tee day. Sometimes it is a graphic tee day, for real. All right, last one. Every time I say last one, I always get half the deck. All right, let me do this. Sit, just rest, pondering, thinking, sad, looking back, reminiscing, sitting in stubbornness. Maybe this person is thinking about what they're doing to different people. Maybe they really do care about you, specifically who I'm talking to. Maybe they really do care about you, but out of habit and lust, and maybe an addiction to that fast type of life, maybe they are like thinking about it. They're kind of looking back like, dang, like, but I don't feel like they know how to stop. If they want to stop, I don't feel like they know exactly how to not do the things they've been doing for all these years, right? How they treat people. Okay. So I shuffled and I was about to pull the top card, and then for whatever reason I flipped the deck over. And now I'm shuffling again. So here we go. Listen. The card under sit on the bottom of the deck before I turned it back over and started shuffling again was bowl. The top card now is bowl. Meeting basic needs, food, all needs met, sustenance, refilling your spirit, refilling your spirit. Refilling your spirit is on here twice. Listen, all these things are coming out twice, right? Get that glare off of there. This lady is putting, or this person is putting salt, it looks like, on their edamame. Maybe edamame is significant to someone. But this puts me in the mind of back to reflecting. You praying, you meditating, you manifesting, you're doing the self-work. Refilling your spirit, refilling your cup. And I feel like that is something that you really need to hone into, because this person got a lot of stuff going on. And if you weren't as deep into your faith, your spirituality, excuse me, my brain is if you weren't as deep into that as you are, I feel like a lot of this stuff would just go unnoticed. I feel like you notice it. I feel like you noticed something. Y'all see how my curl shook? Yeah. Okay, anyway. Kangaroos. Family united, strength, roll with the punches, ambition, protection, ease of movement, home away from home, aggressive protection. Maybe this person has a polyamorous ideology. Maybe they have that idea in their head that that's how they want to live their life. But again, that's fine as long as you give all the information to all the parties included. Because I feel like this person just wants like a big family, like a, I was about to say a gang of bitches, but yeah, I feel like they want, like I said, I feel like they care about you and everyone, for real. I don't feel like they're doing it maliciously, but it becomes malicious when it's not forthcoming, when you're not forthcoming with all the information. Home. There's a card somewhere else that says something about home. Home. Shelter from the storm, safe place, rest, recovery, a place you feel in control, property, domain. Right? And I feel like a place you feel safe would be your home. And I feel like from what this person is showing you, you feel safe, you feel at home. Listen, maybe if you knew about the stuff that they had going on, maybe you would be down for it. But the answer is always no if you don't ask the question. And this person doesn't seem like they are asking everybody the same question. And then two, I feel like that some of these other people know about how they move, but I don't think they know all of this. I don't think they know all of bicycles on the bottom, progress, renewal, promising times ahead, transportation, movement, exercise. Right? So with this, I feel like it's going back to reflecting and pouring into your cup, movement, exercising, eating right. You are doing the work on yourself. Under that is makeup jar, inner beauty, not seeing how beautiful life is. Just look below the gray. Beautiful days will return soon. Short-lived depression. Okay, so I feel like maybe this person has kind of withdrawn a little bit from you, and that's what's really making you notice the difference of what they were doing and what they're not doing now. I feel like maybe they are kind of reflecting, like I said with the sit card, I feel like they may be reflecting of like what they've been doing throughout their life and how they've treated people and how it's kind of, look at this lady, not calling her a clown, but she got like makeup on her face, like that's a lot, right? And I feel like maybe that's bringing me to think of a clown. No offense to the card, but I feel like they're sitting back reminiscing, thinking like, dang, like that's some real clown shit. Like that's some clown behavior. And I feel like they like feel kind of guilty, but I don't think they're gonna change. Under that is hammer, building, relationships, friendships, connecting. So that's the hammer card. And then under that is gray, murky situation, more to be seen, look deeper, depression that is deep. Didn't I just say I felt like they was depressed? Murky, so gray says murky situation, look deeper. Under that is book, because I'm nosy. It says facts come to light. Reaching for the details. Read a good book. Learning. Getting needed info. That's twice out here. Getting needed info. Whew. Just love hexagon. Because I feel that it is more than 3. 7, 8. And you are doing 6 of Wands, success and victory, triumph and rewards, recognition and praise. So maybe you have a job where you are doing a lot of work, you are deep into whatever that job is, you're getting a lot of headway, and I feel like you have success coming, right? Success in your other relationships. I'm not sure about success with this partnership or relationship because I don't feel like you know all the information to make a sound choice. Ring of Cups. King of Cups, wise and devoted, balance between head and heart. Yeah, you are a loving, caring partner, and you will give and give and give until you're almost empty. And that's why you're so grounded in your faith, in your spirituality, because you want to keep refilling your cup so you can give to other people, right? Which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. On the bottom is the Star, hope and healing, inspiration and faith, positivity and wishfulness. They see that you are a star. They are attracted to your light. I feel like they're scared. I feel like they're afraid to tell you what they have going on because they don't think you're going to play that. But like I said, the answer is always no until you ask. It's always no until you ask. All right. Don't mind my toddler. He's trying to get up from nap. Actually, a little bit early for him to get up. So I actually did kind of get a late start after I put him down for a nap. So I did do my hair. Spy. Someone has got their eye on you. You are doing your research. Again, creeping, inside scoop. What was the other one? Right? Someone is trying to figure out why they are not enough. That's what I heard. Intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscent. So now that this person is reflecting on how they've treated people in their life throughout their, relationships with different men and women, right? I feel like the sexual chemistry with you two is bomb. However, I feel like that's their sexual chemistry with everybody that they deal with because they're a very sexual person, just like the lust card said, right? So don't let that make you ignore some of these inklings or flags you may be seeing. If the flag is red, don't try to say that flag is pink. Now, it's red. Pets. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Oh, okay. Okay, so I saw, so they've withdrawn, right? And you're trying to figure out what you can do to like help them not be so withdrawn. And then you kind of just be like, okay, throw your hands in the air, right? And you kind of just let them be over there and whatever they're doing. I feel like when they come back, it's going to be very elaborate. It's going to be like, here's a puppy. Here's the puppy. I'm sorry, I was gone for I keep wanting to say 7 days, 7 weeks. Sorry, but I'm back. Keep your eye on this. Communicate, compromise, forgiveness, work it out. I don't feel like they are the best communicators. And I feel like that is one of the things that you have been working with this person to help strengthen. But I feel like if they gave you the information, I don't know why I keep getting that, but if they gave you all of the information, I feel like a compromise could be worked out. But they'll never know because they just want to hide stuff. Commitment. Commitment. Things are getting serious. On the bottom. So along with the pet, I feel like they might even say, I was taking some time for myself to get myself together so I could, give you all the things that you deserve. Like, the next step, like, will you marry me? Now, if that is the case, if that is the story for whoever I'm speaking to and they propose, man, this other person that they have that's already spying, inside scooping and creeping on you is really gonna hit the fan, because they're not proposing to them. You just got me over here in the cootie cut waiting for you to bestow your love on me. They're going to be hot. Cycles is under that. Fate, karma, something getting, something beginning. I'm telling you, that karma gonna tear this person up if they don't be honest with people. Okay, under that is confession. Someone has to tell you something. Maybe they're gonna propose and then say, by the way, got something to tell you. How do you feel about polyamory? And like I said, never know until you ask a person. But I feel like that should be something that is set up front to give a person a choice. I don't like my choice to be taken away, right? So give me all the information and let me decide if I'm with the shit or not, right? That's too many. Oh, that breeze feels so good. Last one. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. Okay, yeah. I feel like this is the other person that your person is in. Okay, so like I said, there's multiple people, possibly 7, 8 people, other people. However, I am picking up heavily on this person that's creeping. Excuse me. You hear the sirens again? Creeping. Excuse me. This person, and then I keep burping. Okay. This other person is heavily into looking at you. Feeling so sad and hurt, especially, like I just said, especially if this person comes back and tries to propose. And then, like I said, you guys be outside. So they're going to propose. You're going to have your ring on. You be flashing it all over the place. And this person who's already on your social media, whether it be from a regular page or a throwaway page, they on there. Whether your page is private or not. They're going to be so hurt. So heartbroken. But I feel like that ain't it. I feel like they're going to be mad. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message. Awaited message arrives, text, call, email. I'm telling you, they may text, they may call, they may email you if they've kind of disappeared or whatever. But they're going to bring you this gift, possibly a dog, possibly a proposal of some sort. But it's coming if they have been, away. It's coming. Communication is coming. But if they don't tell you all the information, still listen to what your intuition is telling you. Even if they don't say what else they got going on, maybe that's a question you should just ask. Are we exclusive? Am I the only person you're seeing because you're the only person I'm seeing? Or, hey, I don't know, maybe you got some love Octagon going on over here too. Right? Won't know until you lay the cards on the table. Palm tree is under that. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. With that, I feel like you felt stable in this relationship until they kind of pulled away. I heard he's a runner, she's a runner, she's a track star. That's what I heard. The snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman or man. Listen, I can't make it up. All these cards out here is saying that whoever I'm speaking to, whoever you are in a relationship with, they are in a relationship with other people too. On the bottom, passion, insane chemistry. Remember on the intimacy card, sexual chemistry? Insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. Like the chemistry between you and this person is insane, right? I'm not going to say don't feel special, but it's a commonality with this person making people around them fall hard. Under that is the boat. He's mad. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So maybe this person actually just wants to be with you, but because they have this roster, they don't know how to, I'm not going to say safely, they don't know how to part ways with these people and just focus on you without hurting everyone. Cameras under that, reminiscing, like that, like the intimacy card. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So be mindful in the relationships that you're in of what you feel, right? If you feel something is different, something is off, if you have questions, please ask them. The question can't get answered if you don't ask the question, right? The answer will always be no if you don't ask the question. Okay? So listen to yourself. Continue to be grounded in your faith, your spirituality. Continue to pour into yourself, and everything that is supposed to happen, everything that is for you cannot and will not miss you, right? So until next time, you guys have a great day. Peace.